there. This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you continue to be here and watch my videos. I hope they're helpful for you. If you are new here, a big, huge welcome to you. Please go ahead and hit subscribe. I never want anybody to miss out. Plus, it really helps me out a lot, so I'd really appreciate it. All right, my friends, let's get going. Today's pick a card is, what do they like about me? Ooh, let's find out. All right, so I have the In-Between Tarot with a lapis. I have the Anna Kay Tarot with a clear quartz. And I have the Arcanum Tarot with lepidolite. This one is one of my favorite stones. It's for stress. Gotta have stress relief, right? All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to be live shuffling, and I will put timestamps in. You that way can jump around and get to your pile faster. And, well, yeah, let's get started. Okay, here we are. We have our pile 1 with our lapis, pile 2 with our clear quartz, and pile 3 with our lepidolite. So what I'm going to ask you to do is calm your mind. Think of the question, what do they like about me? And see where your attention is drawn. Select your pile, and let's get started. Pile number 1. Okay, pile 1. Let's find out, what do they like about you? Okay. All right. Well, I think what they like about you, first and foremost, what I'm seeing is that you're fun. You're fun. You're, this person expects that you'd be a lot of fun. You're kind of edgy. You are willing to try new things, kind of fearless kind of feeling. And, yeah, so that's pretty cool. I just got excited about that one to point it out really quickly, but let's start over here. This here is my energy card. This is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will kind of serve as a clarifier for each of our other cards. So let's take a look and see how it affects our spread. This is really good. So your energy, you are a type of person, it seems that, you're willing, you want to follow your own path. You're not going to be influenced by other people. That doesn't mean you're not willing to take other people's, point of view or, whatever it is that they need, being sensitive to other people's needs. It doesn't mean that you're not, but it does mean that, you are one that would likely be following your own path, your own principles. You're independent, confident, that kind of a thing. So, that's what is coming through that they might be seeing about you, or something that you're giving off that makes them feel that that's how you would be, depending on what stage you're at with this person. That's how they would view it. All right, next we have our King of Wands. The King of Wands, what a great card for personality and things that they might like about you. Now, don't forget, we've got our Hermit, which influences it. So you're not, remember, that's about not allowing other people to sway you, kind of following your own path type of stuff. And then pair that with our King of Wands. The King of Wands, this is who you want to be. I always say the King and the Queen of Wands are like the power couple. they have it going on. The King of Wands is going to be somebody who represents a personality that is charismatic, that is fun, that someone, again, who's very confident. We've got a lot of confidence stuff going on. So you are definitely giving off a vibe of confidence. Now, if you're already interacting with this person, that perhaps they can, see this by experiences or interactions. If this is a new person who might not know some of these things about you at this point, you must be giving off a real vibe of this. So they're picking up on it. The King of Wands is awesome. This is a great card. Great card. Here's where I said that you seem like they must think you are going to be some fun. This is a card that represents kind of being edgy and daring, sometimes getting into trouble, getting into a little trouble. So fun and exciting, maybe daring kind of thing. It also is a card, though, that pops up when you are not allowing other people to influence you. Notice we have that twice here. You're not going to let other people influence. That's coming through strong, because when you pair this, it almost like doubles that energy. You see what I mean? It like amplifies that. So in terms of the reading. So yeah, so, being a little bit of fun, perhaps, in terms of physical too, this would imply that you are very attractive. Your personality makes up a big part of why you are or are not attractive to somebody, right? You can think of that. You can think of an instance where, somebody's personality made them ugly at a point or made them really attractive at some point, right? So this card, it does say, somebody who they're obviously attracted to you because of the personality that they're getting a feeling for. But this card also kind of indicates that you must be very physically attractive to them, because, who would go along on a journey of fun and excitement when you could get into trouble, with somebody they're not attracted to, right? So this does kind of imply that there is some, physical attraction as well. I do think it has something to do with appearing as though you might be a little bit edgy and fun and daring, independent, smart. Things are working out for you. Then we run into our Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is talking about ideas kind of being caught between two ideas. This is somebody who might be feeling like this might be a heartbreak situation, and they don't want to do that to themselves. Again, they're feeling a little bit like it might be a daring thing to do, to commit themselves, or, to jump into that speeding train, that you represent. It's fun, it's exciting, but there's a little danger involved, and by danger, I don't mean you're going to drive off a cliff or start yourself on fire. I don't mean something like that. But, that's, any smart person would be thinking about the whole picture instead of just jumping into excitement. Someone who's willing to go along for the ride, but also, feels that they have to keep a foot on the ground. Does that make sense? So yeah, you're fun and exciting, and that's really cool. All right, so let's take a look at our outcome card. This is the middle of the deck. So this is our energy outcome. Okay, ready? Go. What have we got? Queen of Cups. All right. Well, Cups is love and emotion. Something that they might be seeing about you is, as I said, you've got that strength, you've got that adventurous feel, you're attractive, even maybe borderline feeling like, oh man, I got to be careful, or I got to keep my foot on the ground about some of this because it's exciting. Well, I think there is also another element in there that is appealing to them. I think that they think you're exciting and daring, perhaps, that kind of a thing, but they see your sensitive side as well. You're not just some, daredevil who can't wait to go skydiving and then, wants to go mountain climbing. Hey, man, maybe you do. That's fun. That's okay. But my point is, it doesn't have to be some kind of really big, huge adventure type stuff. Somebody who's willing to do things, it could be, risky in terms of emotional risk. It could be physical risk. It could be, just being spontaneous. But what they see in you is that you do have other facets to your personality. And one of the things I think that's attractive is that they, feel that you will, even though you're fun and exciting and independent and all these great things, that you still have a soft spot and need somebody in there, somebody to help you emotionally. You need an emotional shoulder. Just because you're super exciting and fun seeming doesn't mean that you don't have other emotions. And this, I think, is appealing because your person must feel that, they need to be a point of support for you and stuff like that in some way. And emotionally, I think they see that there's where they can help you or provide that strength or be important to you. You see what I'm saying? Ooh, bio one. Well, you seem like a pretty cool person. I can see why they like you. Very, very cool. I hope this resonated with you. I would love to know. Please drop a comment. I would love to hear what you think about this. Maybe you have something in mind already and you're like, yep, that's it. So please let me know. And of course, before you head out, please make sure and hit subscribe. I'd love you to stay in the family, and it really helps me out too. So thank you in advance. All right, my friend, thank you for letting me read for you. Pile number 2. All right, pile 2. Let's find out what they like about you. Ooh, okay, we got some good stuff. All right. So let's see what they like about you, pile 2. What are some things standing out? Okay, so this card here is my energy card. This serves as the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will affect each of our cards. Your energy card here is the World. That is a wonderful card. This is the Wishes card. This is a card that is very good for long-term relationships as well as long distance relationships. Is this person that you're thinking about? Is this somebody long distance maybe? If not, that's okay too, but this does pop up for long distance things as well. But as far as what they like about you, I think they see in you the possibility for a long-term relationship. We're going to find out a little bit more and get some more detail, but overall, this is something that they feel like, you know what, this is somebody I can really see myself getting or exploring or getting into a long relationship with. Now, depending on where you are in this relationship, if you're already together or interacting and you want them to want to know what they're thinking, or if this is a crush and you're like, are they attracted to me? I definitely think that they are intrigued by you. I think that you either are giving examples or your behavior is showing them that you'd be a good person for a long-term relationship, or they're just picking up on it. Maybe that's what they're looking for, and they're at the point where they're thinking, you know what, I think this person might be just the right one to get me to that long term, which is where I want to go. You see what I mean? Okay, so first off, what have we got? We've got the Hanged Man. All right, so the Hanged Man talks about wanting to take another path, seeing something differently. Is this somebody maybe, who is a friend of yours? And this would be switching things over into, instead of friends, switching over to a relationship. Is this somebody perhaps that, look around you? It might be somebody that you haven't considered before. So take a look at that, because this is picking up on that pretty strongly. And even though you obviously have a person in mind wanting to know what they like about you, this is creeping in. So I wonder if you've also got a second or third party, I guess, in there too, who is interested in you that you might not be noticing. You see what I'm saying? So let's get back to this person though. What do they like about you? We've got our Eight of Swords here. And the Eight of Swords is telling me that, regardless of what you feel about yourself, whether your confidence is feeling, low, or you're just not feeling like you're attracting the right people, things like that, this person sees you, regardless of what you're thinking, sees you as this beautiful princess girl. You know, look at how you might be thinking of yourself in the mirror. Look at that, all tied up and all this, and, you know, dark and rainy. What other people see about you is this beautiful, confident, happy person. Do you see? So if you're feeling kind of like this person trapped in the mirror, like this card is showing, what they're saying, they're not seeing that. They are seeing this. They are seeing the beautiful princess in that. Now, it doesn't have to be a girl, you know. Remember, the cards are symbolism, so we're gender neutral. So if you're a male watching this video, clearly, you know, that could be you as well. So, yeah. So they're seeing you as very attractive, regardless of what you're feeling. Okay. Again, I get the feeling that you might be looking at somebody and that's who you're asking the question about, but I think there's somebody else there that you might not be noticing. Maybe you do know. Maybe you already know. All right. So we've got our Seven of Pentacles next. The Seven of Pentacles talks about somebody who is in it for the long haul. You know, somebody, again, we're talking about long-term relationships. Somebody, this person wants a long-term relationship. They might be long distance, but this is what they're looking for, right? So they're attracted to you. There also might be a third person in there. But the person who we're talking about is, you know, what they like about you. I think that they see that you're very calm. If you're like, I'm not calm, I don't see why they'd say that. Again, you're doing something that makes people see you in the attractive light. You know, this is more of a physical thing. This is more of an emotional or mental thing going on for you. You know, so look at that yourself. You know, you might be, you know, sabotaging yourself or thinking things that you don't need to think, you know, and because other people are seeing you as a very attractive person. You're also somebody that seems like they would be interested in a long-term relationship. Now, I don't know what you may or may not have said or done that would make them think this about you. If you haven't talked already, then clearly how would they know that? You know how? They're picking up on it. We all have a vibe. We're putting it out. And we're all radio receivers. We're picking it up. Now, whether or not you can recognize that you're picking up or interpret it, you know, in physical words, you know, sometimes not. Sometimes you can. But regardless, either way, this person is picking up on that you would be willing. You've got patience. You're willing to grow things. Look at this guy. He's planting pentacles. He's waiting for him to grow. And he's sitting there kind of like, oh, man, come on. You know, he's having patience, right? So very much you are outwardly, you're definitely attractive outwardly. Internally, though, you might want to look at that. You might be feeling, you know, kind of crappy or not as confident, but you're not seen as that. And the long-term relationship aspect is something that they really must feel that you are a prime candidate for. You see what I mean? This is what's telling me there's probably somebody else in there too. Could be a friend person, could be somebody who likes you that you don't even realize too, that you aren't maybe, you know, pinpointing, but they've pinpointed you. All right, so let's look at the cut card. This is the energy outcome. So this is the middle of the deck. Let's see what we've got. Ready? Go. The Tower. Oh, this is good. Now, the card, just visually on the outset, you look at it and like, how is that good? There's fire and waves and lightning and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not what it means. It doesn't mean that, you know, your tower is going to be struck by lightning. It means big change. And this is how the artist, you know, depicts that. Remember, it's symbolism. So it's a big change, a chance to rebuild. This person who you're asking about really they must have had in the past something that kind of didn't work, broke them down, made them feel upset, you know, whatever, in a negative sense, no matter how it meant, or blah, blah, blah. I'm tripping over my words. In a negative sense, they've experienced something and they're ready to start over. They've done the work. They're ready to rebuild. They've let go of that, you know, whatever the case may be. They are ready to make a change. They have their eyes on you and they're interested in a long-term relationship. They also, I'm getting, they're picking up on your likelihood of being a good candidate, for lack of a better word, for, a long-term partnership, and they're ready to move. Our tower is saying big changes and rebuilding. Ooh, pile 2. Oh, I would love to hear what you think. Drop a comment. Let me know. Yeah, I would love to know. I always like feedback, and I care about these readings for you guys. So I want to hear how it applies to your life. So let me know. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit subscribe. And thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 3. All right, pile 3. Let's find out what is going on for you. What do they like about you? Oh, oh my goodness. I know exactly what this is right off the bat. Lots of cards here that are coming through really clear. Okay, so let me start here. This card here is my energy card. So this serves as the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on. It will also serve kind of like an overseer of the rest of the spread. So it does affect the other cards. So I'm going to tell you right now, the 9 of Swords, this is about overthinking. This is about, kind of being anxious or depressed, and you can tell by look at her. She's like, oh. So the swords represent thoughts, and she is overwrought by thoughts. All right. So you're thinking to yourself, well, boy, that doesn't sound very attractive. Well, it is, because this person, what they like about you, they feel like they can help you. They feel almost like that I can save this person. I can show them what a good relationship is. I can tell they've been hurt. I can tell that they need somebody to help rejuvenate them, support them, build them up, to, be a partner. They see this. And again, I'm not saying you're walking around like, oh, I'm not saying that that's how you're walking around, but they, for whatever reason, whatever it was that happened in your past, whether they know about it or not, they somehow feel that, you need them. You need them. That's very attractive to them. Now, whether in reality you're thinking, do I need this person or not, or do I need anybody for that matter? That's totally different. What they are perceiving, though, and it might be because of what they expect or what they interpret as they see you as somebody who might need their help, somebody they can help, somebody they might be able to save, that kind of a thing. All right. So keep that in mind as we go ahead with these cards. All right. So we've got our Chariot. This talks about change, action, moving forward. It talks, now look, one thing I love to point out about the Chariot, there, in all the decks with all the artwork, there's almost always either 2 horses, 2 dragons, 2, whatever the deck theme is. And they are different colors. They are usually white and black. And think of the yin and yang. This is about pulling 2 energies together in harmony and moving forward. They are feeling, they're attracted to the fact that this person would feel important with you, because they'd be able to help you, to be a support, and that's very appealing for this person. Very appealing. And this is what I got super giddy about in the beginning, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Now, if you watch my show, you know that I call the Knight of Cups the ooh la la card. And the reason I call it the ooh la la card is because this is like, imagine your favorite romantic movie star. That's who this is. Coming in, swooping in, bringing this cup of love and emotion and all suave and sexy and, hey, baby, coming on in, right? They want to swoop you off your feet. They want to, and I'm not saying you need saving, so please don't misunderstand. But, and it's not like they're seeing you as some pathetic, helpless person. I don't mean that either. But they feel that that's important for them, to feel needed, to feel necessary, to feel like they're making a difference. And this is very much on an emotional level. It's not saying I can see you need money and I'm going to give you $100. You know, that's not what I mean. I mean, emotionally, they feel like they can be there for you and help you and continue to help you move forward through life with, what's the word? They're going to help you move forward in life because of their love and support. They're going to help you evolve as a person. Do you see? Ooh, okay, next. We have the Hanged Man. This is it again. This is them saying, you know what? I'm going to help you live your life and see things from a different way, to see that life is good, to see that you always don't have to be hurt, to boost your confidence. You know, whatever it is that they're feeling like they might be able to help you with on an emotional level. Oh my goodness. Okay, so even if you're feeling, like I said, like, wow, I don't feel like that at all. That's the vibe, though, that they're getting. Or maybe that's just kind of like their MO. They just want to swoop in and help people, or be the one who is like the shining light, you know, like the savior kind of type vibe. Do you see what I mean? All right, so let's do an outcome card. This is the middle of the deck. And this will be the energy of the outcome. All right, ready? Go. Boom. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. All right. This is an ace. So aces are always about new sparks, new beginnings, new things starting. This is great. Now, if you're already involved with this person, this would indicate a time of renewal. If this is a new person and you're just curious, you know, what do they think about me, or I'm dating, where's this kind of moving along to, that kind of a thing. This is talking about this person is wanting to spend time with you. This person wants to spend time with you, whether it's to get to know you, to get into a relationship, or if it's to advance your current relationship, whichever it is. They definitely want to spend time with you. Yeah. Wow. This one was super clear. They're a helper. They're a helper. So they want to help you, and they're going to do that by spending time with you to show you life is good, to show you, and, you know, they might, and I don't mean to be insulting that you need instruction, but they feel like they're going to teach you. They're going to help you see these things, and they feel like they're going to be a huge source of support. That is attractive to them, and that might say more about themselves than about you. So I'm not saying you're a helpless person who needs somebody to come in and save them, but, you know, it might be about them, that's what they need to feel satiated and satisfied, is they need to feel that way, and they feel like they would fit in nicely like two puzzle pieces, you know, to make this relationship work, and they're going to do that by spending time. Oh, Bio 3. This is great. Wow, that was super clear. Whoa. And you got the ooh la la card. How can you beat that? All right, my friend, please make sure and drop a comment. I would love to hear what you think about this reading and how it might apply to your life. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit subscribe. I really want to make sure you're always in the family, but also it does really help me out as well. So I would appreciate it. Anyway, you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for letting me read for you.